Hi everyone, welcome to the quote of the day with Bob and Autumn. I'm Bob.
I'm Autumn.
And this is the very introduction of the quote of the day. It's January 1st, 2026. And this will be the first quote of the day. So we thought we'd just introduce the channel a little bit so you get a little bit of background on it. And then you can come and join us, we hope, every day for a quote of the day. I love quotes. I have a mind that just thinks too much all the time and just loves to go back and forth with ideas. So I find myself sometimes just kind of running around in my head like a chicken with its head cut off. One thing that has always really helped me with that is to find a simple, sweet statement and to hold on to that. And then when the mind gets busy and runs around, I hold on to that. And it's simple and it's straightforward. And for me, that's quotes, and it always has been.
I love that quotes can be both an anchor, they can ground us, and yet they can be a North Star. That's like a grand paradox, right?
It is.
So we want to share a little bit with you about what this channel is and what to expect. Now, many of you are going to know this is Quotes of the Day 2.0. We did launch last year and we had a whole bunch of different types of content all put together, quotes of the day, longer form content, daily reflections, and we learned so much. And what we ultimately decided is that we wanted to kind of branch out our two styles of content. These quotes of the day are bite-sized pieces of wisdom. They're shorter form content, so the majority of quotes are under 10 minutes. Some of them are 3 or 4 minutes. And I think of this channel like it is a daily reader. So we have 365 quotes plus a bonus for the leap year that we are going to just continue in a cycle in the same way that with a daily reader, you open it up, you read it every day. At the end of the year, you start back over. What you can expect to see on this channel are the majority of quotes are from Bob, where Bob is sharing a quote and he's sharing a reflection. Approximately once a week-ish, you're gonna see a quote from me where I do that as well. And then about once a week, you're gonna see where we have a quote together.
So one of the things you're going to notice as you follow along with the quotes is we draw them from everywhere, from every tradition, every belief. We just wanted wisdom. If I found something I thought was really wise and helpful and useful, I wanted it for my life and I wanted it for you. So you'll find Christian sayings, you'll find Jesus, you'll find the Buddha, you'll just find every religious tradition, every spiritual tradition. You'll find atheists, you'll find everything. And I also understand that in our sharing about some of these topics, you may disagree and you may think, well, yeah, but I see that quite differently. And boy, that is just fine. We're not trying to impose our ideas on you ever. We're just offering different thoughts about different things.
Through hearing something that may not align with what we ultimately believe, that in and of itself can actually strengthen what we do believe. And on the note of being welcome to disagreement, we truly are. I want to have a caveat about that. In the comments, we want this place to be respectful. So to give a definition about what is disrespectful would be saying somebody else's belief system is wrong, would be throwing in an insult or a criticism to put your belief system above theirs. It's okay to say, this belief helped me and here's why, but it's not okay to say, your belief is wrong, mine is right. So we really truly want this place to be open, welcome for souls and people who are really on a quest for wisdom, understanding, connection. And I imagine for folks who are new to the channel and this is your first time seeing us, you may wonder, who the heck are those two people out there sitting in the desert talking about quotes? Well, I want to share, this is Bob Wells from CheapRVLiving. CheapRVLiving is an incredibly, really beneficial nomadic channel that has helped millions of people around the world learn how to live nomadically. So after spending many years on YouTube at CheapRVLiving, where you still work, you really wanted to kind of expand and just share broader based wisdom.
You know, I kind of see the nomadic stuff helping people in the material way. You know, a lot of people need help financially and I think spiritually, and that helps them. But I wanted to get beyond just the financial and the practical day-to-day life and get more into the heart, and I think this does. Just so you know a little bit about Autumn, she has her master's degree in counseling psychology and over 15,000 hours in client care.
I've worked in the field of behavioral health since 2007 in a variety of roles, everything from research and education, and then about the last 10 years in a licensed capacity. And I specialize in a couple different areas. I worked for about a decade closely with the justice system, and I also worked in end-of-life care. And so I bring that kind of framework and experience to the quotes that I share about.
And so we thought we'd start with a quote that we all know, and I think we all probably love, and it comes from Lao Tzu in the Tao Te Ching, and he said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. That first quote that I shot, I thought, man, 365 more to go. And it's been a long journey, but we got it done, and we're so glad we can share it with you.
One of the things that I love so much about this quote, which is so applicable to the launch of Quote of the Day 2.0, is that this quote is very literal. No matter how much motivation we have for a giant goal that's out there, or no matter how much fear we have toward a giant goal that's out there, in the most literal sense, the very first thing to do is to take that first step. And it can feel daunting if we basically see a mountain peak way the heck out there and we're like, that's 1,000 miles. But you did it, Bob. You did it with the 365 quotes of the day.
With your help.
And one of the things, hey, we learn along the way, right? We launched, we paused, we restarted. And here we are. This is just part of that path towards sort of the full picture.
Well, we hope it will be very helpful to you, that you will find something in there of value in however that works for you.
Subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow on the next Quote of the Day.
See you then.
For deeper dives into psychology and philosophy, check out our YouTube channel, The Examine Life Daily, and check out our Nomadic YouTube channels. Bob is at CheapRVLiving, Autumn is at Autumn and Chloe, and our editor Robert is at Frontier Van Life.